3, 2, 1. Yeah, man, we are back for a Labor Day special. Labor Day special. You know, y'all know
most definitely. Motherfuckers at the house.
Yeah,
they should be tuning in right now.
Yeah, y'all don't got shit to do or whatever. So yeah, we in here now. So look, man, it's your favorite motherfucking podcast right here. This is Toxic and Fertile. You know what I'm talking about? It's your boy right here, Scooter Boo Maxwell from the 901 Memphis, Tennessee. You already know what it is. Orange Mountain representing East Memphis vet in this bitch.
And once again, y'all already know who I am. It's your boy, Mr. Simple Math. We back another week. Your favorite podcast is the co-host. I always tell y'all. And guess what? We got some spicy, nice little topics for y'all today. Yeah. I know y'all love when we have guests on the show, but it's just us today.
Just us.
I promise y'all gonna be entertained and y'all gonna like this dialogue we got for you.
Yes, I just moved to a new spot, man. I'm in a new spot. So as y'all see people, I got a little bit more space because I was a little tight. We got a bigger office area and shit. So you're gonna see a little bit more me moving around a little bit more and shit. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this shit, man.
Let's do it. So I wanted to kick off the show this way today.
Let's go kick it off, man.
I got a story time at the beginning of the show. And the topic is based around side person. So side nigga, side bitch etiquette. You feel me?
Yes.
But in order for that to be able to be, exercised, y'all gotta be real when motherfuckers is your side, right? If it's your sneaky link, if you want, you pursuing a person and you ain't told them you got nobody, y'all gotta keep it 100 for real. Because story time for y'all. Like, I'm pretty sure I got a chick beat up today. You know what I'm saying? Beat up. And it wasn't on my fault.
That's how we started off with this.
This is how we started the show. I'm pretty sure I might got somebody beat up. And I don't condone it. Like, I'm not. I don't mean literally. I don't mean it literally. I'm just saying like that. It was. I definitely heard a nigga in the background pretty. But let me tell y'all the story. So. You know what I'm saying? I met this met a chick at Walmart. Met this lady at Walmart. Just kind of like in the parking lot. She coming to her car. I'm going in. I'm just like, damn. So like she gets in her car and closes the door before I get a chance to kind of like say anything. And I mouthed the words, "You are fine." Like no cap. And she like smiled ear to ear. So at first I was gonna leave it be. You know what I mean? Like I was like, man, she smiled kind of hard, right? So I was walking off and I turned around. She, you know how you hit the turn back? She was watching me. She watched me walk away. I'm like, hit her with let the window down. It's almost like she was just waiting. She let the window down. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear me? And then she was like, yeah, I heard. I said, oh, you fine. And she was just smiling. I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love to take you out, right? So she's smiling, she's in ear to ear, right? So cool. We started texting, whatever the case may be. I walk off, whatever the case may be. I'm texting and stuff like this. So I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You gonna let me take you out this weekend? And she was like, yeah, for sure. Cool. And I'm like, you single? And she's like, yeah, I'm single. And I'm like, why are you single? I'm talking because of course she's attractive. So I'm like, she like, look where I live. And I'm like, well, I live around here, but I ain't from here. And I was like, and I don't live in the hood. Don't take that as I live in the hood type shit.
Yeah.
She just, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, I don't really like, the dudes around here type deal. And I was like, okay, all right, it makes sense. But so fast forward the story. We supposed to go out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Just on a date so I can fill it out. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. All right. So the day before we supposed to go out, right? I make sure I'm like, yo, we still good for tomorrow? You know what I mean? We was going to do brunch. It's like, yo, we good? We still good for tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, we good. So I text the day before. No, the day of, like, good morning, you know what I'm talking about, yada, 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 is meeting me here at this time that work for you. So I'm like, oh, man, I don't know what's going on. But she be kind of flaking on texting sometimes. So I hit her up. This is where shit goes south.
Oh,
so
shit.
The day of.
Oh, shit.
Yo, day of, I hit her up. I ain't get no text back. And ladies might say, like, well, you should have, you know what I'm saying? You should have just not, whatever. Well, communication is key.
Yep.
So I hit her up because she told me just the night before we still good for the time frame. Brunch is around, 11 to 3. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? It's 12. I'm just trying to confirm so we can make sure we, you know what I'm saying, timing-wise, we good, right? Hit her up. She don't answer. That's cool. All right, on with my day. But I hit her up, and then the phone picked up, but I just heard like fumbling. So I was like, I don't know what just happened. So I ain't calling right back. All right, you know what I'm saying? I see what's up. So she called me, bro. When I say this was so funny, bro, she called me back and said, "Do I know you?"
Oh,
swear to God, bro.
Oh.
So she called me back. So the reason I want to get to that point of the story, and I'm gonna continue the story. I want to get to this point of the story.
Yeah,
ladies, guys, gentlemen, every niggas that been side niggas before. If you don't know you getting that call, or you don't know you the side nigga, it's treated differently completely from when you know you the side dude or whatever the case may be. I would have got the cue immediately if I knew what was up. You feel me? Me not knowing I was essentially the sneaky link side dude or an additional guy, whatever the case may be, I was confused. You know what I'm saying? I was like, listening, like, man, is this her voice? Like, hold on, is this the right? You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. What's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be. And she like, no. That's all she said and hung up. I was like, immediately my antennas went off. Oh, she got a dude, bruh. She with her dude. I'm talking about immediately. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm over here, bruh. Bruh. Bro, so I'm gonna continue the story. So side nigga etiquette would have been like, I must have had the wrong number. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I must have had the wrong number. I was trying to reach off the wall name. I was trying to reach Patricia. You know what I'm saying? So that's side nigga etiquette. You know what I mean? So like, when you know what's up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can play my role now.
I had no fucking. You told me you was single. We literally had like a long conversation, 2 or 3 nights. I want to do this. These niggas trash. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I'm single because of this and this and this and that. I ain't really dealing with nobody, but you know, which that just mean to me, you got a nigga you fucking, but you ain't dealing with no nigga for. That's what it sounded like, but no, this had to be. So I'm gonna tell you, story goes on. She called me back. So, at this point, I'm kind of putting it together, but I don't know what's up. She called me back and was like, "Hello, how I know you?" And I ain't say nothing. I'm like, huh? And then I ain't say nothing. All I heard was the dude in the background. Oh, you said you didn't know the nigga? I'm telling you said you didn't know the nigga? Yeah, we finna call. Yeah, we finna see. And she was like, and in the background, I heard her say, because it's him calling me at this point. It wasn't her. I heard her in the background. Let's not do this. I want. That's why I say I'm pretty sure I got a girl beat up, but I don't. I hopefully that's not the case, y'all.
Hey, whoever you are, Shawty, I hope you're okay.
But I do hope she's all right for real.
Call the police. You know,
whatever you need to do, but it's your fault.
It's your fault. Oh, 100%. It's your fault.
It's her fault. Because honestly, like she was way too much. I'm single. I ain't dealing with nobody. I'm staying with family right now. Yada, all this other stuff. I would have been able to do my job.
Exactly.
I'm okay with being a side. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? I'm okay.
You just gotta let me know.
You just gotta let me know. It's etiquette with this shit, and I get it. And I wasn't able to follow. Honestly, I would have loved to do that role play. I would have had a name. I would have asked for Bertha. You hear me? Like
all the way. Yeah.
But no, bro. I'm talking about.
Is anime there? Is anime?
And then it got worse. Called back 3 times in a row. At this point, I'm ignoring it. Text. Could you please answer? Text. I ain't answer. Text. Would you please let him know how we met? So I don't know if it's her texting me or him texting me at this point. I heard him in the background. I know it's a dude there. So I'm like, yeah, I block. You're gonna have to handle it on your own, bro.
That's crazy, dog. Dog. That's wild, bro. I had something similar like that in a way, but
bro.
Oh, I got a story. Now I got a story. You just clicked one in my head. This happened to me like a month ago, though. A month ago.
Yeah. So that shit just happened, bro. This shit was like shit was recent.
So I never forget, man. I get a call like 3 a.m. My best friend is in town. She's stuck at the airport. So she called me like 2, 3 a.m. Like, yo, I'm stuck at the airport in Atlanta. You'll come pick me up. My flight ain't till like the next day, way later. I was like, fuck, let me get on up. Let me go pick her up. While I'm driving to go pick her up, I get a random Facebook message for somebody I don't know. It's a name I don't recognize. Like, who the fuck is this? And the message was like, yo, give me a call. Here go my number. and it was down in Middle Georgia where I went to school at. So now I'm really confused. I'm like, who the fuck? This ain't one of the niggas I used to fuck with down there in the city and shit. So yeah, I don't know who the fuck this is. I'm thoroughly confused. So I ignore it. I was like, whatever. So then I get to the airport, I pick up my best friend. Now the nigga sent another message and it said, yo, I can say this motherfucker name because I don't fuck with this motherfucker. I mean, not in a bad way. We just ain't talking. Yeah. I just tell the story. So anyway, he hit me. It was like, yo, me and you used to fuck with the same bitch, blah, 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 blah. And Kima. I was like, Kima? I ain't talked to that bitch in like 6, 7. No, I ain't talked to her in 2 years. I ain't seen the bitch in like 6, 7 years. I ain't seen her in like 6, 7 years. So I'm thoroughly confused now. I'm like, why you hit me about somebody I haven't seen in 6, 7 years? Why my name come up? This is random. So anyway, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, give me a call, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to see if that's my son or something. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call this nigga. So my best friend in the car, I put it on. See if
that's my son.
Yo, some wild shit, right? Some wild shit. Okay. So I got my best friend in the car. It's 3 a.m. And I put it on speakerphone now. I'm like, yo, I want you to hear this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? As we drive back and stuff. And I was like, yo, what's up, nigga? Like, Kima, damn, I ain't spoke to her like over 1.5 years, and I ain't seen her in like 6, 7 years. Last time I seen her was like 2016, 2015. It's been a long time, dog. He was like, nah, she was trying to see you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm seeing y'all saw each other. I'm like, trying to see me? I'm like, that was maybe 1.5 years ago, but we didn't see each other, dog. Like where you getting this from? Like, I'm confused because it's so long ago. I'm so confused. Like,
so you know what? I'm gonna interject real quick. What this sound like to me is my boy done fucked up. This all he had to go back 1.5 years to see when she fucked up.
Bruh, no, it gets way worse. This shit goes left. Man. This shit goes left. Oh, I'm like, bruh, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I haven't seen her. I haven't talked to her in at least 1 year. It had to be over 1 year. And like, so he was like, nah, y'all messaged each other. She was talking about she was gonna come to Atlanta and come see y'all. Like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be completely honest. This nigga sends me screenshots of me and her conversations that we have on Facebook because we don't have, like, she don't got my number. I don't got hers. It was on Facebook. So he sent me, I'm like, yo, like, all right, but like, we didn't see each other. Yeah, we were talking like we was gonna link, but we didn't. I don't know. I'm like, bro, you need to go get a paternity test, my nigga. Like, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. So then, like, me being the cool nigga I am, I hit her on the side, like, yo, we ain't talked in a while, but you need to get your situation straight. Like, your nigga is over here hitting me up and send me screenshots of messages that we had 1.5 years ago. Like, what the fuck is this? I didn't even know you had another kid. This is some random shit. We don't talk. She was like, oh, don't worry about it, blah, 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 blah. He trying to find shit. I'm like, all right, cool. It's Saturday morning, because I remember that was Friday. So Saturday morning, I wake up from a Facebook video call from her. I answer, it's this nigga. I'm like, yo.
From her name? From her message?
Yes, he had her phone and he video me. Like, yo, what's up? Like, he's like, nah, I just wanted to see the nigga. I said, yo, let me nip this in the bud right now, bro. I have not seen your girl in person in 6, 7 years, dog. Whatever y'all got going on, got nothing to do with me. You keep that shit over there. Blah, blah, blah. I hear her in the background, like, what the fuck you doing? Why you got my phone? Blah, 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 blah. I ain't even talking. I was like, yo, y'all handle that. I hung up. This nigga called me back like 3 times. So then the third time I answered again. I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I'm gonna block you and your bitch. Like, that's my homegirl. I've been knowing her since 2005, but we ain't seen each other since 2016, dog. So y'all handle that. I'm gonna block it. I got nothing to do with this shit. I like peace in my life, my nigga. It'd be easy. I don't know what happened after that. I don't know if the bitch been beat up. She texted me a few times after that. She hit me on Facebook a few times after that. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. This nigga tripping, da, 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 da. You know, I hope things are good. I blocked her. So I was like, yeah, man, I don't need that drama. I haven't even.
I hope he ain't the child father.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up about some shit. But yeah. So that just you made I forgot all about that. That happened like a month ago, yo. It was the most random shit, my nigga.
But yeah, so side nigga etiquette. I brought up this story
get back to that.
Bring up the topic. So what are some things when you had, if you have now, currently, I don't know, if you have a side bitch, you know what I'm talking about? What is some etiquette that she has to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think we talked a lot before on the side of like the person having the side, but not actually being the side, right? So we're talking from this perspective of being the side person, right?
Yeah,
so here goes some etiquette things if you're going to be the side. Now, this is let me say this. This is if you know you're the side. Like if you know it, like, all right, you
embrace it. Embrace it.
Play your position.
You know, hold on, let me just interject real quick.
Go ahead, dog.
If you are a person that has agreed to being a sneaky link, a side chick, a person that is willingly involved with a person that is, dare I say, married or in a relationship, committed relationship. That they were
it delayed in my head, dog.
Honest, at least they were honest about it with you. So please now don't get me wrong. Now, if there wasn't no honesty, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? If it was
totally different, yes,
totally different. If you agree, you know this person has a home, or has a whole situation, or what I'm saying, actual committed situation. Please play the role. Please don't go off the deep end. Please, if you catch feelings, communicate it and leave them. You know what I'm talking about? You have the choice to, pump the brakes, escape, get out of there. And I don't give a fuck what they telling you. It's your choice.
It's your choice.
You knew what you were walking into from the beginning.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if the dick is whatever. I don't give a fuck, homies. I know dudes that do this too. I don't give a fuck if the throat god, demon time, demon pussy, whatever the case may be. I don't give a fuck if they spend their whole check, whatever the case may be. If they got a whole person that they told you about, that's their main, that's their everything, like, play the role. You or leave, don't, or exit left. You feel me? So that's all I want to say. Because that shit is important.
Yeah, it's very important. This shit is very important, right? So here goes some rules of engagement right here. If you're gonna be that side person, people, if you're gonna be the side, like we just said, this is some rules you need to follow. 1, call at appropriate hours. That's
all at appropriate hours.
Call or communicate. Text at appropriate
hours. I was about to say, never call, actually.
There you go. Communicate.
Unless y'all have pre-discussed free time hours.
There you go. Communicate properly. If you know this person has somebody significant, and let's say if they were married, they at home at 8, 9 with their wife, with their husband, or whatever. Don't you go communicating them and then putting them in a bind. Cause what the fuck are you doing it for? You supposed to, like, you supposed to have a conversation. Yo, when can I hit you during the day? Or is it a situation where you hit me, I don't hit you, and then that's how we talk? Like, that's honest.
That's perfect example. Me in the situation I opened the show with, I had no idea. If we're supposed to be going on a date in this time frame, I expect to be able to call you. Also, I don't know you got to do like you ain't communicate that at all. All bits are off. You feel me? I can't even have the etiquette.
2. These rules not in order. I'm just throwing rules out.
Yeah.
2. If, like London said earlier, if you catch feelings, communicate that to that person so y'all both can discuss how to move forward with it. Because that person might tell you, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to leave this situation, blah, 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 blah. I care for you too. Because, hey, I'm talking from a nigga standpoint. I'm a nigga. I cared about a side chick before, like honestly, really cared. I had a whole girl, but I cared about the side. Like, look, I
think you can love multiple people at the same time.
100%. But I'm not going to leave that situation for you, blah, blah, blah. So what do you want to do? 3, you make the decision that if you don't want to fuck with it, do not blow up the situation. That is not your job. That is key rule. Really, that should be number 1. Do not blow up the situation because you decide you don't want to fuck with it no more. Don't be like, I don't want to fuck with it no more, but I'm gonna fuck up your whole thing. No. You understood what you was getting to. Once again, as we said, like if you didn't know, I mean, I still don't agree, but I understand because you didn't know. But if you know,
but you can't make a person. You can't. I think it's always said like you can't you can't hurt someone and then like put a limitation on how they hurt you back. You know what I'm talking about?
There you go.
I agree with that. Like, if you don't tell them you ain't keeping it 100, they find out you got a whole baby on the way, a girlfriend, yada, 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 and they blow up the situation. That's different. But if you agree to a motherfucker to be a sneaky link, a side chick, a side dude, dudes do this shit too. Like, you have to have etiquette. You never can blow up that shit.
Never blow up the situation. You are a real fuck nigga, stupid bitch if you blow up the situation that this person had, knowing that you was the side. Like, nigga, no, that you are a terrible person. And nobody should fuck with you. In general, nigga, female, you are a terrible person. If you understood you was the side, and just because you was done with the situation, you go blow up the whole fucking home. No, that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Speaking of that, I got a story before I go on with the rules, right?
Let's go.
I got another story. So I've been a side nigga before, man. I think I'm like Hall of Fame side nigga, as a matter of fact. Hall of Fame, goddamn it. So I
got some good side nigga stories.
Yeah. So me being a side nigga, I used to deal with this chick. She stayed in another state, another city, or whatever, and shit. And this is before I knew I was a side, right? So this, I'm just laying it all out. Before I knew I was a side, right? So like I would go on a work trip, blah, 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 which was close to where she was at, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'll be like, all right, I'm in this city right now for work. You know, on the weekend, I'm going to go ahead and come drive down to come see you, blah, 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 and stuff. She was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But she used to always post pictures of like her being out. And I just started noticing there was like one nigga always like right beside her in every single picture that she was putting in. So I had to ask. I was like, yo, who is this nigga that's always beside you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is this your nigga? She was like, yeah. I said, all right, cool. I'm glad you told me. I'm going to play the role right. You never have to worry about me fucking up anything you got over there. Because one, y'all stay in the same city. Blah, blah, blah. I don't. I'm from out of town. Now I was feeling the chick. Don't get me wrong. I was feeling the chick, but I put it out there. If I feel like if the shit goes left with y'all, you know, I'm over here, but I'm not going to blow that bitch up. You never have to worry about that. So it was perfect then. Like, all right, cool. So I would go see her. She'll come to Atlanta, come see me, blah, 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 and all that type of shit. And then I'll never forget this one time, I'm busting her back down. Blah, blah, blah.
What's that? Blah.
Busting it down. I look over, I see her iPhone FaceTime, and I see that nigga. I'm like, I'm about to blow her. I'm really about to blow her back now. So now I'm not even fucking for me. I'm fucking out of like, not even revenge. I don't even know what it's called. Spite. I'm fucking out of spite. Like, I know that nigga ain't doing this shit to you, bitch. Right? And then afterwards, you know, we lay in the bed. I'm like, yo, nigga called. She was like, oh my God. All right, I'm gonna call. I said, yo, I'm gonna go to the other room. Don't worry about me. And I hear on the phone, hey baby, what you doing? This is how I know women are like, y'all master cheaters. Y'all masters. She was like, hey baby, how you doing? He was like, oh baby, what you doing? No, I called, blah, 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 blah. You ain't answered, blah, blah, blah. What you was up to? Baby, I was over here cleaning, da, 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 da. I'm hearing this shit like cleaning. Yeah, I'm cleaning out your closet right now. I am on phone. And shit. And then once again playing the side nigga role, after all of that leading up to it, how do I describe it? This nigga was like, he was a super lame nigga. I could tell he never had like a bad bitch before, right? And like niggas, females is not gonna understand this, what I'm saying, but niggas will all understand. When you know a nigga ain't never had a bad bitch and he finally get one, especially at an older age, us niggas know he gonna do whatever it takes to try to keep that. So me knowing that, after I finally seen like I heard the nigga on the phone, I was like, ooh, that's a super lame nigga. All right. So I told her then, I said, yo, before the end of this year, he's gonna propose to you. She was like, come through the fuck. No, he ain't. I was like, how long y'all been dating? She was like 6 months. I said, I guarantee. Ain't he in the military? I guarantee.
Oh, hell yeah. Military niggas propose to week 2.
Yes.
But
I guarantee by the end of this year, blah, 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 blah. So she was like, all right, it ain't gonna happen. So anyway, time go on. We in November, Veterans Day, as a matter of fact. Veteran Day came and she was at the crib, and I never forget. I was watching the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football coming through, and I'm blowing her back. No, right beforehand, she was like, yo, he in in Dallas right now because like he's doing the ceremony for the flag. I said, oh, word. So you saying this nigga on TV right now? I bet he on TV right now. So while the ceremony's coming on for the Star Spangled Banner before the football game, I got the TV on. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to pop this shit off. She go see her nigga on TV while I'm over here blowing her back the fuck out.
Oh man, I'm already caught up.
So I'm like, bet. So I'm tearing her ass up, and believe it or not, we on the couch and I'm looking at the TV while I'm tearing that shit up like this. And then you know how they pan the Star Spangled Banner during the game? They pan it, and I seen the nigga. I said, oh damn. Blowing her back out. A month later, he proposed. Boom. And she said yes. I said, I do it.
Oh Lord, she said yes.
Yeah, she said yes. She said yes. And then like she didn't want to hit me. And I was liking all the pictures. And then like maybe like a week and a half later, she hit me, was like, I just didn't know what to say to you. Blah, blah, blah. I said, yo, I told you. I was the side nigga. It's cool. I understand, dog. Like we had.
Did she cut you off completely?
I cut her off because I like. Let me tell you why I cut her off. This is like my own moral compass. Yeah, this is my own moral compass. I can't.
That deserves an applause, brother.
I know.
That deserves an applause.
Yeah.
She cut her off.
Yeah. My moral compass. I can't fuck with a married bitch. I can't. Because let me tell you why though. Let me tell you why I can't fuck with a married bitch though. It's not really because she's married. I just know niggas kill for the married. They kill. That's the part that I can't. I'm like, and then especially like with a military nigga, I'm like, he ain't all there. He find out I'm busting his fiance back. No, I don't need this nigga over here trying to do that. I can't do it. You're saying. I couldn't do it from that standpoint. So I know niggas kill over their chick. But especially married men, and then like he kind of got a right to, so I like, I don't want to go into that.
I actually I agree for the most part. I have let's put a couple married women, but I agree for the most part. But like it usually comes about from a gradual kind of. I don't pursue married women. You know what I'm talking about? So like if you married, I'm off. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right, boom, whatever. But if we like, so especially if like it's a work situation, right? You see them every day. And like, you know, motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Them work motherfuckers get to telling you about everything. You know what's the fuck the issues.
You became the work boyfriend by accident.
You feel me? So like, you know what I mean? That happens. So like, you know, me, all shit. I know this nigga ain't man. I'm talking about, and then you know how many married women ain't having sex, or married couples ain't having sex, bro. Like, I'm talking about zero, nigga, 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fucked.
Nigga.
But she want to be faithful. There's no way in my mind that I would think a man has been faithful of no having sex for 2-3 years.
No way in hell.
And he's married. There's no way in my mind that ass. There's no simple math in that at all. You feel me? So
that should be a post you should do. You should post that.
I will do that. You know what? That's a really good post.
That's a post.
Because there's no way in my mind that a man and woman can be married. And because I hear this from women, you know, through the antennas all the time, how they like, we ain't fucking, or we ain't fucking a lot at all. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like once every 2, 3, 4, 5 months type shit. Like, or, you know what I'm saying? Birthdays, Valentine's Day, 3 times a year type shit. Each other birthday, Valentine's Day, maybe another occasion. Like that. How does that work? Like, I don't. There's no way I believe men get to the point where they're like, I just don't want it from her or nobody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't see it.
No.
And if
they're gonna have a conversation. They're gonna have a good conversation with their significant other. Like, definitely, like, yo, if you keep doing this, I'm gonna have to leave. You know what that reminds me of? What's that Chris Rock movie he had? That he was married. And he was about to fuck his secretary and And it was like that. That's how the relationship was.
Yeah, I do remember what you're talking about. I don't like Chris Rock.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, so like I don't see that. So like, you know what I mean? That ain't even a topic or nothing, but like, yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? So like me, I felt like it was a duty to, you know, please that booty. Like this
nigga put a Jamie Foxx vibe.
Yeah, bro. I swear to God, bro, because
to
like
please that booty.
So me, I used to get into these conversations with Shorty. You know what I'm talking about? I promise I was never ever in my mind thinking I would ever stand a chance to like actually fuck. Like, I thought it would always remain flirting, work shit, work boo, work base. You know.
I think I Love My Wife is the name of the movie. Thank you for in the comments.
Yep. So like it really just gradually became just more and more serious. So I'm saying little stuff, thinking it ain't never gonna have shit. You know, if I get this room and you pull up, you know what's gonna go down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so like flirting shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get a room and see. You know what I'm saying? Not for her, of course, but you know, throw the filler out there. Shit. I mean, at this room, you gonna pull up. But shit, I might pull up. Whoa.
Oh, let me get this room for real. Let me go ahead and booking.com.
All right. You playing with the right one. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, how you gonna pull that off? You know what I mean? With your husband, you know, like that nigga. Cause what I realized is, so I've talked to several married women, and I don't mean like have relationships with them, but I'm just talking about I have conversations with them all the time. And what seems to happen is the gradual routine of things kind of just become what it is. Monotonous, very complacent, you know what I mean? Very content, right?
Right.
And it just becomes like before you know it, a year has passed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I literally was told. That's like, wow. Before you know it, a year has passed and we ain't had sex. Like, what? How?
Y'all stay in the same house?
Hold on. They sleep in the same bed. Nigga, how? Like you see what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck is that? Now, I can understand motherfuckers who have different work shifts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that wasn't even the case. But that one couple that I was talking to, that was the case with them. But ain't no way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, ain't no way. But still, so like, I just don't understand it. And also, like, once again, I firmly can't wrap my head around a man saying I'm going 2-3 years without sex, like without from my wife or anybody else. Like, that's what?
Yeah, I don't.
We're sexual creatures, but women, right. I know y'all go into
y'all
animalistic, like, you know what I'm saying, shells of celibacy or abstinence, whatever the case may be, and y'all can like just focus on other shit, whatever the case, kids, you know what I'm saying, work, whatever the case may be. Women can do that shit for whatever reason. Right. Men, every waking day, sex runs through our head at some point. Oh, every waking day.
1,000%.
Every waking day. Now, at this firm, fertile, toxic and fertile age,
Pun
it runs
intended.
through every waking minute. Pun absolutely intended. It goes through my head every 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. They say the common person thinks about it every 67 seconds or something. So that's every minute, essentially. Yeah. Some shit is some crazy shit like that. Yeah. But like, I just can't understand. But you know, we was talking about our listen shit with side nigga.
Hey, I got a tangent. I got a tangent, y'all. Off that.
Good tangent. Let's go.
I got a tangent off there. Don't it be weird sometimes? You just be randomly out. This for niggas only. Females might have this, but we don't got a female here. Don't it be weird when you be out sometimes and then you just had that random thought? Fuck that bitch. like you ain't had a conversation with the motherfucker. They on the other side of the room. They don't know you exist. You just have this. It be random. Like you just be walking through it and you just see it. Like, boop. Fuck that bitch.
So this is the thing, bro. I think that gap is closing, bro. I like this topic. We can go into it a little bit. Okay. So that happens with dudes, I think, all the time, right? Because we automatically we see, we fuck, right? We're visual creatures, right? Mm-hmm. We don't gotta know her name. We don't gotta know her nickname. We can just be like, hey, shorty with the red hair. And literally that's her.
It's called the Burger King. It's the Burger King theory. Like the Burger King, this is my thing. The Burger King theory is like a nigga will pick a bitch out of Burger King, but a female would never pick a nigga out of Burger King.
Correct. Absolutely. So but like even on the visual thing, right? Like, but I think women are doing that more and more. They just never really act on it as much. But I think they are more blatant.
What's happening?
In the last 5 to 10 years, bro.
It's definitely happening.
Women like see some gray sweatpants and see what they like in.
Oh, the hoochie daddy shorts. You know what? You're right. That gap is closing because they the one that came up with that I be laughing I be laughing at social media when that first popped off and all the women was posting stuff, or when the Fenty for men came out and women was like, if I buy you that Fenty, would you go do for it? Boy, you right. I love y'all women. I love y'all
when
so much.
When summer started, so Hoochie Dad Shorts this is the first summer for it, right? So women were on their way, but when summer started, we always go sundress season, even though it kind of went away this year. It was biker shorts that have taken over, and yoga pants have taken over. So like, damn. We need a goddamn sound bar, bro, because death to the goddamn sundresses, bro. Sundresses were not out this year, bro. I just thought about this year, bro.
Damn,
bro, sundresses was not, bro. I'm talking about very few far between.
Oh my God, a sundress went out of style now?
Went out of style,
we gotta have some women on. I'm gonna put that. I gotta put that on for next week. Be like, yo, we gotta ask a female guest, did sundress go out of style?
They had to, bro, because I say that to say women are looking forward to gray sweatpants season. You feel me? So like, you know what I'm talking about? So like, it's a whole thing, and like women are real. Like, have you seen like some of the videos, the gold digger thirst trap videos where they go with the cucumber in the pants and shit like that? And I don't know if it's staged or not, but the principle behind it, right? Because I didn't, you know what I'm talking about? I done seen motherfuckers talk about it all the time. Women be like, yeah, you know, my dude can't go out in no gray sweatpants, yada yada yada.
I love when a chick say that, but like, what you got on? What you mean? What did I got on? I got on some sweatpants. You got on the gray joints.
Great.
Like, damn.
Put me in a thought. Yeah.
I like that. I was just going to the store, but you know, I don't need all the bitches looking at your print.
So they're at the goddamn Gap closing, bro. Women are real life shit, fucking niggas just for the D and letting them be. You feel me? Ooh, that was a bar. I didn't even try to do
that. Ooh, triple entendre. Don't ask me how.
The Gap is really closing, my boy. So
I love it too. I love it, man. Yeah. I love that women are like a lot more aggressive and stuff out
here. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. At our big age, like one night stands ain't a thing no more.
It's not
like it's not really a thing no more. Like,
what you mean? What you mean? Hold on, explain that. What you mean it's not really a thing?
So like it's not there's not a negative stigma around it.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I'm gonna say no, it's still happening now.
What for sure. It definitely happens. But what I'm saying is it's not like you fucking on the first day ain't really a negative stigma no more. Right. Women are consensual to it. Men are actually pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? But because it's actually creating. Go ahead.
Yeah, like you said, because they owning their sexuality. This is why
sexually liberated women.
That's why I love it. I love how women just stepped up into this. Like, yo, fuck y'all niggas. Like, fuck y'all niggas. We'll treat you like the bitch. I love that women do that. I love it. I love it. Time, bro. Not even from a selfish standpoint, just for them standing up. Like, no, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna keep it moving. I love it.
And
humbling niggas, like we talked about beforehand. They humbling niggas.
Humbling niggas. But what I will say is, just to be devil's advocate here, they still will never be able to do it at the rate we do it.
Of course not.
Because that's just how society says. Fuck the society part. Mm-hmm. When you fuck the shit out of them, they spinning the block. They spinning the block because a woman can fuck the shit out of you, and like you ain't got to spin the block. You know what I'm talking about? Like, because it's way more availability, right? Of the women. Because like I said, women think good pussy come few far in between. That shit coming, yeah. That shit like, yeah, that shit coming in abundance, ladies. Good pussy is not hard to find, ladies. Sorry. Cats out the bag. Good pussy is not hard to find. Great head is, but good pussy is not hard to find.
Yeah,
most of the motherfuckers get wet.
Better work on that head game.
Motherfucker better work on that head game. Most of them get wet. Most of them are tight. I don't mess with women without a pH balance. You know what I'm saying? Your diet needs to be honest with me. But yeah, most of them are that way now at our big ages. So women, cats out the bag. Good pussy is not hard to find. It is not hard to find. I promise you. Clearly, good dick is. Because, you know, based on your words. Shit, when y'all get y'all that fuck, you know what I'm talking about? When that demon dick strikes, y'all spinning the block. So it's much harder for y'all, usually, to be able to do the one night stand or to hit it and leave and be. Now, don't get me wrong, you might use them for that dick. You know, now that's being.
Oh yeah. That's what
we talked about that.
They'll
but
use
as far
you for
as
that.
Just being able to just be like, oh,
which is great,
out of here. Or you got the woman who be like, nah, I know what I'm gonna do. That shit gonna make me crazy. I gotta leave this nigga alone. Like, you know. You ever had one of those? Story time, bro.
Oh boy, Jesus Christ. Yes, definitely had that before, man. I definitely had somebody tell me straight up, I gotta stop fucking with you because this is dangerous. I gotta leave you.
No, bro. Story time, bro. Like this is a while ago, but no cap, this shit happened, bro. So I'm talking to this girl, bro. This is. I don't remember the time frame, but I was talking to this chick, bro. I met her. We hit it off. Conversation wild, like good conversation. Them long talks on the phone. Remember those?
Yep.
Thinking 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Long talks on the phone. You know what I'm talking about? And like me, I wasn't really talking on the phone with that chick. I'm missing so like it was easy to do, right? So long talks on the phone. I was in between relationships, so I'm single. You know what I'm saying, for real. And long talks on the phone, shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? First time she's like, when I come over there, you not fucking, bro. You not fucking. And she meant that shit. I came over there and she like teased the fuck out of me, nigga. And she was like, but no, she told me though. She was like, don't trust. She kept it she kept it G. So I couldn't even be mad. She was like, you not fucking, bro.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Dumb niggas is like,
we gonna kiss, we gonna hug, we get brick hard and think we can make it persuade her. She was not like, happening. I told you. You wasn't fucking, bro. Like, I'm not fucking you the first time I come over. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, damn, but that us niggas, that make us like you more. Right? Like, like this.
Yeah.
I can't get
don't try it too many times, then we'll dead the shit out of you. Like, if we get to time number 3, we're like, all right, man, fuck this. I ain't
yeah, but she was like, so the conversation after that was a really good conversation. She was like, yo, I'm finna tell you why I wouldn't let you fuck the first time, because what if I like it? She was like, what if I love it? She was like, what if that shit make me I was like, huh? And she said that. She was like, what if it make me, you know what I'm saying? She stopped. And I was like, huh, make you what? I'm so intrigued. Yeah, make you what? Tell me. Hello, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to unlock that level. Yeah. You know how we are. Ego. You trying to tap. She like, nope, not doing it. I've been there before. I was like, oh, dang. I'm like, so now us niggas, we got to try to one up the been there before.
Fact.
You know?
Fact.
Now it's a competition.
Yes. Now,
I don't know who this nigga is. I don't know who he was. I don't know if she was in a relationship with him, whatever the case may be. But I'm
aiming to be better than that nigga. I'm aiming
to be better than him. Like, yeah. So we get to this point. So she like, all right, I think I'm ready to fuck you. Like, this is probably a week later.
Right.
She's like, I think I'm ready
keep
to
going.
fuck you.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So about a week later, she's like, I think I'm ready to fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we used to have really good conversation. So she's like, I think I'm ready to fuck you. And I'm like, yo, it took you long enough, like joking and shit. So I'm like, yo, when it go down, like I'm on your ass because you did all that teasing and shit like that, I'm gonna have you, I want to tie you up type shit. And she was like, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? It take a different level of trust to get the tying up stages and shit. So she like, nah, but now, you know what I'm saying? Next time I see you, I think I'm gonna let you fuck. And I was like, all right, bitch. But you know, then I was gonna fuck with a nigga little anxiety, like, ooh, I gotta perform. So a nigga definitely did the pre-masturbation routine.
Right.
Definitely run one out. Definitely got one out. So she came through, and bro, bang. I'm talking about came through in one of them freakum dresses, bro. I'm like, damn, I thought we was just chilling tonight. She was like, we is. I was like, man, you came over here like we going out. Right. You know what I'm talking about? And she was like, shit, this is what I do. I was like, hold on, you been here before? What the fuck is you talking about? Like, so, bro, I'm like, nigga, on one. So, nigga, I'm pouring wine. I done froze some grapes to be ice cubes instead of regular ice cubes.
That nigga was ready.
Boy, yeah, bro, you can't tell, mama can't tell me we fucking tonight and me not go, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Especially the first time, I done froze some grapes, got a favorite wine, poured or something up. You know what I'm talking about? We done rolled up. Boom, boom, boom. We good. We going. So, shit, we get to talk. We used to have a good conversation. We get to talk. She get to enticing the nigga. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I like my thigh kiss right here. I'm just let you know. I'm going to unlock the bag a little bit on you. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do this, you know what I'm talking about? She's like, my clit hooded. So, you got to pull it back and then get to it. I was like, yo, swear to God. I'm like, what?
Give me the playbook.
Bruh, and I ain't going to lie, bruh. That shit sexy as fuck.
It
nigga.
is. 100%.
So, I'm like, so
100%.
ladies, tangent. ladies, niggas might act like they ego and act like they know what they doing, and they might, or whatever the case may be. And I know y'all love when you don't have to coach or tell, but trust me, like, especially me that y'all already, like, let that nigga know what you like.
Yeah.
Remind him if he ain't doing it no more. So I'm like, remind him, walk him through it, have some foreplay.
Go ahead and say
communication.
It. You like a thumb in your ass and you like the nigga to do this? Say
real shit. She was on some like, I like to be kissed right here on my thigh. This shit just do something to me. She was like, I got a hoodie click. You pull it back and put your tongue. She said, I'm probably gonna squirt in your mouth. I was like, yo. Bruh, when I say, bruh, she hiding this shit. So I'm going back and forth with her. I'm like, yeah. So I like my dick to be sucked in motions. You know what I'm talking about? I like slow, medium, and fast. Back to medium, back to slow. I like throat gang. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'll let her, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I like shit, that ear action, that shit I don't like, Nick. You know what I'm talking about? So we going back and like, nigga, when I say, she was so fucking wet. So, nigga, we get down to the dirty. So we get down to fucking, bro. I'm talking about, nigga, the sex was banging, bro. I'm going all out, bro. I know she came in at least 6 times, bro. Like, for sure. She was just like squirming, levitating off the bed, squirting a little bit, all this shit, bro. And swear to God, bro, after the shit, bro, you know how you hear it and you don't rest shit out. She was like, this will be the last time we fuck.
Like, what? What?
Bruh, she said, this will be the last time we fuck. She said, I ain't doing this no more. But she was talking about the situation, not just me. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. She was like, I'm not going through this again. She was like, you just gave me some fire ass sex, like fire, top 2, top 3, top, you know what I'm talking about? I'm processing it right now. And I'm like, what? Like, and you stopping? What's right? Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. This is what we talked about. We rehearsed this shit. You know?
Like, what's the problem? I don't see what the problem is. This is a good thing, right?
I'm not doing this. She said, I know myself. She said, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be sprung and doing, and you know what I'm saying, at your waking moment, anytime you tell me to pull up, I need to figure out the fuck I need to do to get over here and all this. And I'm over here like, shit, damn, that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I want.
Exactly what I want from you. That's what I want.
Yes, that's what exactly. So I can't tell her that, like, damn, I wouldn't be like that. No. I'll make sure we on the same page. She's like, no, nigga. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna make sure we on the same page, all this. She was like, London, I'm telling you, she was like, yo, I gave you a couple, you know what I'm saying, hints and goddamn playbook rules and shit like that. Nigga, you found some shit that I ain't told nobody. I was like, woo, you know, ego stroked a little bit. She was like, you found some shit I ain't told nobody. And she was like, I'm not fucking with you. We only fuck once. What if you unlock some more shit?
Yeah, but yeah, you like when I licked like the connection between your asshole and the pussy. You like that shit, didn't you? I knew you like that gooch right there. Yeah, I was on your ass.
Bro. And I'm telling you, bro, when I say I was hurt, my boy,
I understand, dog.
Bro, hey, look, she ain't even stay the night, bro. She ain't even let a nigga go for round 2, bro. She ain't even let a nigga, like, a nigga at least thought he was gonna get the pussy one more time before you left. And you better know, bro, I never fucked again. And she would hit a nigga, bro. She would hit a nigga up just to check on me. I was like, bro, this bitch so toxic. Why would you do this?
Why would you hit me?
Why would you?
I want this back. Come back. She was like, I hope you're doing well with your life. Bitch, no. Come back. You will make it well.
Bro. And look, and the fucked up part about it, she was like, nigga, I know it would be like moments, she was like reminiscent moments, bro. This is a true story, bro. Like, she would hit a nigga up and be like, nigga, you remember when you put my leg back and I, you know what I'm talking about, and like tried to lock my ankle behind my head and stroke. What? Why would you text me?
Why would you remind me of the good shit we was doing?
Why would you text me that? Like, I promise you, she was like, nah, I'm playing with myself thinking about it and shit like that, but I can't
come over.
But she fucked my head up, bro. I was like, damn, bro. And like her resolve was great. I'm talking about, I'm constantly trying to pull up. I'm coming to you. Right. Like, what's up? How we making this happen? And she was like, nigga, I can't fuck you no more. I told you that. I meant it. And I was like, bruh, That's some good ass resolve right there. That's some good ass goddamn discipline. And yeah, we never, bro. We never fucked again, bro. She said, "I'm not finna be crazy about you, and I'm not doing." And I know it ain't no, like we ain't finna be together. Like we both talked about that part. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "I'm not finna be in a relationship right now," and I know you ain't, right? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "I'm not finna do that." But yeah, bro, that's a real true story, bro. I'm talking about, bro. She was spectacular, bro.
I understand, bro.
She was fire, bro. And like from both sides, you know what I'm saying? Like I held it down, she held it down, and stripped that shit away. Yeah. Damn.
Just took it from you. Like, no, I just got here though.
I just thought about this shit again, bro. Like this shit was years ago. But I promise you, bro, like she could spin the block right now.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. For the longest, some of you said the block right now. Oh my God! Some of you said doing that story just made me think of something, dog. For the longest, like in my younger days, right? In my younger fuck nigga days, I never wanted nobody to spend the night, right? I was like, nah, you can leave, right? Like get the fuck on, like, right? But then as I got older, like in my late 20s, early 30s, and shit like that, I'd be like, nah, stay. No, I want you to stay. So I always felt like a whore when I wake up and she gone, then wake me up.
Yeah,
they give me no reason,
bro.
Oh my! I will call a chick and cuss her the fuck out. Don't you ever leave without fucking waking me up. You better wake me the fuck up and say I'm leaving. All right, you better do it. Cause if I wake up and bitch you ain't here, I'm gonna have a problem. Cause I could have locked the door. Something. Don't just leave. After, like, I knew you was here when I was asleep, and I woke up, your ass was gone. I will murder you.
Bro, I thought it was just me, bro. I swear to you, bro, do not leave my house without tapping me, telling me you gone. I don't gotta walk you to the door necessarily.
Right, I don't gotta do that, but
you need to let me in because you like my bottom lock. But like don't leave without telling me, bro. I thought it was just me, bro. No. I feel degraded, nigga. Like
degraded.
That's it. I might as well look to see the goddamn $40 on the goddamn dresser. It might as well be $40.
Yeah, you left me $40. Like, hold on now. Thank you for the dick. I'm gone. Oh, God damn. Why at least wake me the fuck up?
Look, what time did she leave?
I woke up at 7:30. So when did you leave? And you got out. The dog didn't make no noise, so he was asleep too. You got up before the both of us.
Hold on, how the fuck was you a ninja though? Like,
right? The dog didn't hit you.
Bro, I ain't felt shit, heard shit, seen shit.
You just rolled the fuck out like ain't nothing happened.
This the whole 3 whole senses. God damn.
The whole side of the bed you was on is made up. What the fuck?
Bitch, you had on heels out here, no click clack.
And you took a hoodie. Didn't even tell me. I had to find out one day looking for my hoodie that I like, where the fuck is my hoodie?
Bro. Oh man, that makes me remember. That reminds me of something. Yeah, I'm like that too, bro. That's a funny one, bro. But have you ever received pictures of motherfuckers you don't even fuck with no more, or motherfuckers you ain't fuck with in a while in your shit?
What you mean?
In your shit? Hoodie, shirt,
yeah.
Bro.
Like, you still got that? I want that back.
Looking for that fucking shirt.
I was looking for that shirt the other fucking day.
Bruh.
Like on Instagram with my shirt on.
Bro, that happened to me like recently, bro. Like in the last month or so, bro. Shorty, we do not talk or nothing. I ain't fucking months and months, for probably damn near a year. Hit me up, bro. Literally in one of my favorite nigga, football season about to start in a Ravens fucking shirt, bro. I was like, I'm putting all my Ravens get together right now. I need
that shit. You got my shit. Yo, I remember one time. Yo, that just reminded me. So this girl I used to mess with, she was from Oklahoma. She was from Oklahoma. She was a Cowboys fan, right? And I had a Cowboys shirt. And shit.
Poor people. Oh, my bad. You're a Cowboys fan. My bad. Keep going. Go ahead.
Cowboy Nation Super Bowl. Anyway, I had a Dez Bryant jersey, and she was like, "Yo,
88."
Right. And she was like, "Yo, I'm about to go to this little party. Can I borrow your jersey?" I was like, you know how I feel about my jersey now, but because I know you're a Cowboys fan and you are in depth with the Cowboys as I am, because she was like in depth with them as I am too. Like she was a real fan like me. Like we used to talk football shit. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you borrow it. Blah blah blah. Just bring it back. Blah blah blah. We fell out like a week later, right? She never gave me my fucking jersey at that time, right? I used to randomly hit her up like, yo, even though we ain't fucking with each other, I still want my fucking jersey back. Then I see her on Instagram with my shit. One day, I was in the comments. I need my shit back in the comments.
Put on
full blast. I need my shit back. Got my jersey. You posing on Instagram on my shit. I don't give a fuck. We fell out. I want my shit back. That's my jersey. Man. Eventually, she gave it back and we linked up again, like way down the line, maybe like 6 months later and stuff.
It took you 6 months to get your jersey back?
No, it took me like 6 months to get my jersey back because she moved, so I didn't know where she lived at. I couldn't pull up on her either. Finally, like we got back cordial and shit, end up fucking again, blah blah blah. And then I like, can I get my goddamn jersey back? Oh, yes, I'm going to give you your fucking jersey back. She brought it back like the next day.
Bruh, ain't no way, dog.
My jersey.
See, now I ain't going to lie. I learned my lesson, bro. Only hoop shirts go out there. Only shirts that I'm a hoop in. Only shit I give out there.
Oh, I feel you, dog. Like shorts. No, I used to, this is the big short era, right? I had so many fucking Jordan shorts and Nike shorts, like college and right after college. I had so many of them, right? So then, like, you know, women would take them. Like, they'll leave if they do spend the night, blah, blah, blah. They'll take them, right? And then you'll forget. And then one day, they have them on around you. You're like, is that my shorts? Oh, yeah. I was no, you wasn't. Give me my goddamn shit back.
Hey, them college years, for real. I remember that. I don't get my shorts at all no more. What you need shorts for?
No. You don't need my shorts no more. Nope.
No, what you need shorts on, period. Like, this is a no outdoor. Good topic.
As we wrap it up, yeah, give me one.
Wrap it up. This is quick, though. Yeah.
All
right. So, motherfuckers be creating fake rules when they know they want to fuck and shit like that, right?
That is a great topic.
But it's a good topic. Okay. Motherfuckers be having fake rules, women and men. So this is the fake rules topic list right now. So one of them that I get, I was just talking about this with my homeboy the other day. Ain't no outside clothes in my bed. We don't put outside clothes in my bed at all. I be putting plenty of outside clothes in my bed. But when a woman come over my house, no outside clothes in my bed, baby. Like you can't even sit on that motherfucker. No, after you take your pants off, only panties, bras, no clothes, nothing else. Like no outside clothes in my bed.
Nigga took grandma rules and applied it to sex. That's terrible.
No outside clothes in my bed.
He took grandma rules and applied it to sex. That is horrible.
But why you in my bed with clothes on? I mean, why you in my bedroom when you want your clothes on anyway? We can stay up front. We can go to the couch. Outside clothes belong on the couch. In kitchen chairs, not in bedrooms. You feel me? So
I'm crying, dog.
No outside clothes. That's a good rule, though.
That is a great rule. But that is funny, dog. You took grandma rule and applied it to sex.
No outside clothes. We was talking about that shit, bro. We was laughing so hard.
One that I got before that somebody gave me. Like we understood our situationship. It was a situationship, and she understood the situationship. But she was like, it's like I would tell her about like a chick that was like flirting with me before, right? And she was like, because we had that type of relationship. It was that type of telling about dudes that were flirting with her. She might have been with, went on a date with, and I tell her about this chick. I was like, yeah, man, this chick was flirting with me. She said, I will beat that bitch up if she at your house. I swear to God. I was like, but how is that fair? Now, that's not fair. She was like, no, you can do what you do. I just better not ever know about it. All right. If I know, I'm gonna beat the bitch up.
I don't understand it, but I have heard it.
I'm like, I get it, but that's not fair. I don't say that about the niggas you fucking with. That's not fair.
Right. Cause me, I be oversharing sometimes, and bitches be like, "Whoa, nigga, why you tell? Don't tell me that shit." I be like getting an attitude, and I be like, Like, you know I'm fucking another. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, this dick ain't. Yeah, what? Like, I don't even understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why has that a whole problem? I don't want to hear it. What this
I get it. I
kind of get it, but and then they try to give, they try to one up. What if I told you the nigga was about to?
That's fine. I don't care.
Don't really bother me. You right here with me now. Like, so clearly he, you know what I'm talking about? Like, clearly I do something you like to. Hey, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Whatever the case.
I'm the better person today.
You feel me? So
Tag,
like,
I'm it. One of our episodes, go back. It's called Tag You're It. I don't remember what number, but go check it out, guys.
Yeah,
Shameless
most definitely. But yeah, them fake rules, man. Like, or just rules, whatever, just funny rules and stuff. But like, no outside clothes in the bed.
That is funny.
I'm gonna
take that one. Kelly, you hear that?
Take that, buddy. Most definitely. But I think we're coming to the end.
Yeah, man. This is a great one, man. It was a great Labor Day special, guys.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of
y'all
story
ain't
time
doing the
today.
shit. Yeah, it was a lot of story time today. Yeah, we filled that up.
A lot of stories. Man.
Fill that up. Etiquette of being aside. That's today's episode title. Etiquette of being aside.
Yeah.
So look, if y'all love this episode, man, like, share, subscribe, comment. One thing, as I told London before we went live, on Mondays I will be posting this on YouTube also. So
we finally getting into the mother lanes. Yeah.
So I know some people be like, well, I don't have time to watch it live on Facebook. Or some people I tell, they be like, well, I don't got Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, cool. I'm gonna have the episodes reposted on Monday on our YouTube page and stuff like that. So it'd be easier for people to share. Go follow our YouTube page. It's already up. We just don't have nothing posted, but it's called Toxic and Fertile Podcast. Go ahead and start following that, because eventually one day we're gonna start putting other content on there and stuff like that. Go like our Instagram page and stuff.
Toxic Tea Tuesdays, perhaps.
Toxic Tea Tuesday. Yes, eventually we're gonna start loading those Toxic Tea, and I want to load one of them that had London kind of flustered. It was amazing. He probably won't admit it, but he was flustered at one of them. Oh, that Toxic Tea was amazing. Not the one that we know.
I know exactly.
You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, with that one. You was flustered. You was like, I'm gonna go.
I can't do this no more.
I gotta bring her back. We gotta bring her back.
For sure. Yeah.
Because she was like, I think I made him mad.
Her and Andrew, her and Tracy.
Her and Tracy will be great.
Yeah,
anyway,
bro.
man. So we getting the YouTube page up. So go ahead and start following out. Eventually you're gonna start seeing these clips. Also on our Instagram page, as I said, we're gonna be continue to post clips on there. And I haven't even said this to London. London always had these amazing fucking posts every other fucking day. We're gonna start screenshotting those posts and posting it on our page, on our Instagram page.
Most definitely
on there. We want that engagement and everything from people. Most definitely. We are gonna start seeing those.
Because we can definitely go back in the bag and get some of them joints. Because some of them joints is
and let's try to get some dialogue around that, man. This is a loving community that we're trying to create and stuff.
Absolutely.
We're trying to help both sides. We ain't the typical podcast that men bash women. We ain't that.
Nah. We absolutely
give it from both sides.
We welcome it from both sides. We get on niggas' ass on here because they always be asking me on my Facebook, why you don't give it to the? This is where I do that at. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? We call out the men and the women on this show. Exactly. And women come on here and they also call us out. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Y'all seen the episode, especially the one with Jamila.
Most definitely. So most definitely. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Please, more and more guests. We need more and more guests. So please, if you know somebody, if you're that person, if you know somebody that would fit with us, if you like the show enough and you're kind of nervous about it, whatever the case may be, reach out still through the Instagram page, Facebook page, now YouTube page, any of that stuff. Please reach out. We do want more guests. We're gonna have more panel like, so where it's more than one guest and things like that. Y'all saw we had a really good episode
last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yep. So please come on, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's coming. Toxic and Fertile podcast more and more.
Be on the lookout for other shit too, man. We might have a game pop up one day. You never know, man.
You feel me? A panel discussion. Live, we might have venue.
Exactly. You know, we've been talking. We trying to get some more stuff going. We might have a card game.
I'm talking
you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So just be on the lookout for Toxic and Fertile, man. Eventually we're gonna get some merch too. I can talk to you about that. We'll get some merch too, man. So
yeah.
Anyway, y'all, some of these stories may be true. Some of these stories might not be true, but that is for you to decide. Come fuck with us every Sunday, baby. Live, 7 p.m. We are out of here. Peace. And